because they sponsor too many games. So when I do my panels, I have DX Racer chairs in the background, and I'm just like, I guess this is a thing. I don't really believe in this. I think you probably just sit in like a fucking folding chair and have a good experience. Just tape some fucking paper towels to it, and you got yourself comfort. Maximum comfort for $3. Anyway, here we go again. The wonderful Hollow Knight. Okay. So as I mentioned during the Metroid stream, these games are stop map experiences. Metroidvania? Okay, we can call them that. I vote we rename the genre to stop map. Or map stop. It's the thing they seem to have most in common. Massive. A corpse in white armor. Too strong. The size of this lad. Hidden station. Ah. Ah. That pass you hold. Is it not for that ghastly machine, the tram? I hope you're not thinking of riding that grotesque contraption. The thought a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish, very foolish. What station is this, hidden all the way at the bottom of the world? Till I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away. That's cool. I like the, again, minimal delivery of storyline, but you get so much from these characters over such a long time. It's not reliant on 30-minute long cutscenes. You have a couple lines here, couple lines there, and then, you know, eventually you really start to feel like you know the characters. I mean, I'm not inherently against games with long cutscenes. Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite game series, and, you know, MGS1, as I talked about the other day, is much more tolerable with its cutscene length. MGS2, you're getting into movie territory, and then 4 is just a movie. It's a good movie, but, you know, there's some gameplay in between the movie. And it's great. I mean, I have no complaints, because it's good. But, yeah, if you're not Kojumbo, like genius Kajumbo, or you're not like someone who has like a really amazing vision for your game, you can't help but feel like you're just watching polygons on screen and not characters. Especially early on, like I don't need a 10-minute cutscene to start the game. Get me in there in a minute, I'm happy. Higher beings, these words are for you, alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Okay, I don't know what to do with that door. Metal Gear Solid 3, I don't recall overwhelming me with cutscenes to the point where I was getting sick of them. I mean, they're long. Maybe not. The thing is, I think Metal Gear Solid 2's cutscenes are long, but maybe feel a little bit longer because it is such a weird story, and there's like the lale lule low riding. It's like, okay, dude. I think I'm gonna get out of this area now. Maybe I'll just go to the right. It's time to get dirty. Don't have a lot of geo. Not really sure what to do outside of that. So I'm noticing there's stuff I haven't done here. There's stuff I haven't done here. In Green Path. Green Path seems like a prime... Metroid Prime area to explore. Crystal has a little bit more... Well, maybe. Yeah, a little bit more. And then... There's always this over here. I'm gonna head to Green Path, I think. I don't know why I don't sit on the benches more when I like they're right there. I should just do that. Genius Kojumbo. A god. Okay, I remember the buttons now. So, as I said earlier, if anyone is getting a little sick of the same games, I mean, I'm streaming, like, I was streaming 4 or 5 games at the same time. But if anyone's looking forward to more, like, self-contained streams, we're gonna return to that. So before I start anything too massive, after I'm done with the games I'm streaming currently, I'm gonna do some more fucking about indie stuff. Some Tab G. We're gonna do Rabbids and Mario Dong with expansion. And who knows what else? Maybe there's some other stuff I could do too, but... yeah, but the idea being... I just want to get through these games first, and then... you know, take a little bit of a break from long, crazy games before I jump into something that's gonna take me like 40 hours. Dinosaur Park. Could be. Yeah, I think that would be a good game to go back to for a stream. I can't see myself doing more than one more stream of that dinosaur game, the Jurassic World game. You know, one more, you know, check out a couple other dinosaurs, have a couple people get eaten. Good enough. Sorry, yep, now I remember how to play the game. Senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. It's my kind of item. More Deep Rock? How about Deep Voice Horizon? Yeah, maybe Deep Rock. Deep Rock sounds like a self-help guru. No Octo, I finished it. I mean, I might attempt to defeat Squid Friend again. I might try it, and then if I succeed, or if I don't succeed, I'll just play some multiplayer, but I'm done with the Octo expansion. And, listen, I know people are gonna troll and be like, no, Vinny, you didn't finish it. I know what that is. Technically, I did finish it. And I would not feel bad. I'm not gonna let something like that bother me. It did the other day. I'm not gonna do that again. That was pointless. For an optional fight that's designed to be, like, as ludicrous as possible. But some of the online stuff, I wouldn't mind going back to that. I think they mean Octopath. Oh no, fuck no. No way. I like the demo, don't get me wrong. I'm just not down to play like an 80-hour game. And make no mistake, it is along the lines of 80 hours. It's like 50 hours and then 100 if you want to, like, get everything. And, listen, I'm not that big of a JRPG fan to invest that much time. Like, my friend Tyler and I were talking about this the other day. He goes back and replays Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9. You know, he'll play Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, 4. Vagrant Story. He'll go back to his favorite JRPGs from back in the day, and he's like, am I just gonna keep playing these games over and over and over again? He's like, I don't really want to play any new ones, because I don't really like that style too much. And I kind of agree with him. Like, I like the idea of a JRPG, but a 50-hour game that's turn-based combat, I gotta damn well know what I'm getting myself into. Mario and Luigi, easy. Great game, 20 hours, I really enjoyed that. But if you're gonna ask me to devote a lot of my time into a 50-hour game, like, I get bored after, like, 40 hours. I get bored after 10 hours. So it's gonna be tough. Which is a shame, too, because the game is beautiful, and it looks really good, and people, you know, have reviewed it highly. Like, I think that it's going to be something that people will really enjoy. I just don't know if I would enjoy it, and I don't want to stream it. My next RPGs are Mother 3 and Final Fantasy IX. Now, Mother 3 I've never played before, but I know it's much more chill and easy to get into, right? I'm willing to put the time into that because I liked Earthbound so much. And that's not as long. That's not a 50-hour game, is it? That's like, what, 25 hours? Yeah, 24 hours. That's pretty good. I like that. So, Mother 3 is definitely going to happen. Final Fantasy IX will be, as I've mentioned plenty of times, a replay. It's one of my favorite games. But there's no version of it on the Full Sauce channel, and I haven't streamed it in like 6 years. Queh. So, yeah, I mean, to me, it's a pretty exciting thing to do. Like, I know what I'm in for, I know how to pace the streams properly, I know that I enjoy the game pretty much all the way through, even though the last disc gets a little weak, but, I know it's a bit close-minded, but I also play, like, you know, 30 games a month, you know what I mean? Maybe not that many, but I play so many video games, I don't often... My go-to isn't RPG, unless it's something that's really, really, really good, or something I really, really, really like. My go-to is shooty, action, Metroidvania, those are the ones I really like. You're incredible at Mega Man X-type games? Well, that's very nice of you to say that. I appreciate you saying that. I don't think I'm incredible, I think I'm competent. And, what I'd like to do is stream X4, as I've said previously. And when the Mega Man X collection comes out, I'll probably pick that up. I'm better at platformers. I'm way better at action 2D games. Like, when I played 20XX, that was right at home. That's my type of game. Man, there's some good stuff coming out. We got Dead Cells coming to Switch. We have... the Mega Man X collection coming out. There's, what was the one? Someone just mentioned something. Mega Man 11 is coming out, which hopefully will be good. Risk of Rain, there's another Risk of Rain coming out, yeah. You were really good at Cuphead when you played it. I've considered Celeste. I am not down to stream that anytime soon, but I've considered it. Maybe when my my schedule, like my streaming opens up a bit, and I have some time, I'm like, hey, what can I stream? Maybe I'll take a look at that. Maybe I'll check it out on my own and see if it's something I like enough to stream. But remember, these are not, like, promises. This is just me thinking out loud. Based on the type of games I like. What other kind of Metroidvanias have you considered playing? Wasn't there another one that I missed? Well, Ori I heard was very good. Yeah, I'm not really into Ori at the moment, but that's something potentially for the future. Guacamelee I heard was really good. Oh, someone mentioned Cave Story. Maybe. I've streamed Cave Story before, it's a great fucking game. Though once our lands, a pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead, it may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. Yeah, I'm a pretty big Cave Story fan. I was extremely disappointed to play Cave Story 3D, but I think one day a legit Cave Story stream could happen, but again, I'm not saying, like, oh, tomorrow it's gonna happen. No way. There's a shortcut above. No? Well, I mean, there was a shortcut it didn't look like I could get to. A second. Oh, I see. There's this. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If I stream Final Fantasy IX, and it goes well, and it will, because it's a fucking amazing game, and I love playing it. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. But if I enjoy it, if the stream enjoys it, you know, the only other Final Fantasy game I have on the Full Sauce channel is 7. And if people like my 9 playthrough, I would consider 6 and 8 as well. Not right away, but I mean, like, you know, future. Both of which I've streamed years ago. But it's been so goddamn long for both of them that I feel like, why not, you know? And again, this is all hypothetical and highly dependent on game release schedule. Like, so for example, if, say, this year is gonna be crazy for games, and this summer has been crazy already. But if I'm playing like another 3 or 4 games at once, and there's a lot of good stuff coming out, and on the horizon too, then maybe not. But if there's like a lull, yes, lull. You could go ahead and post your lulls now if you want. But if there's a lull in game releases, and I find myself like kind of like, well, shit, what am I gonna stream now? Those are definitely some stuff some considerations. They're long games though. I mean, we're talking a month or 2 long investment. Probably closer to 2 months. Maybe 3, depending on how quick I go. Or how slow I go. You passed over a mini-boss? Okay. How did I miss this? fucking destroyed. Really good amount of geo earned from that. So, I think, you know, Spencer's Gifts, if anyone has a Spencer's in their local mall, if you've ever been to a Spencer Gifts, I think they should rename it. I have a good suggestion for renaming Spencer's. Dicks and Weed. Or like shitty Hot Topic. Or shittier Hot Topic. It's just like sex toys, edible lingerie, incense, weed holders, things that you look at when you're on weed, and meme hats. Guys, they had a fucking Pickle Rick shirt. Listen. Listen. I'm not even jumping on the bandwagon of like, let's make fun of Rick and Morty now because it's, you know, let's do that. Haha, it's fun. Like, no, you know I like the show. They had a Pickle Rick shirt that made me want to... I wanted to, like, turn Super Saiyan. Like vegetables. I wanted to turn it like him. It was like a button down, right? With a collar, and it was blue. Like a light blue, but there was just Pickle Ricks all over it. And you know, like the Star Wars suits that Mike and Jay wore for their Nerd Crew episodes? It was like that. I thought, like, if they ever did a Rick and Morty episode, it would be that. They would wear that shirt. I always, you know, it's funny, I always loved going to Spencer's Gifts when I was a kid, because they had, like, you know, fake poop and, like, fake cigarettes and gag gifts. And now when I go in there, I just want to gag. I don't buy anything. I always go in there. Every time I'm at the mall, I will walk into a Spencer's and take a look, and I never buy anything. I never once buy anything. It's the same Nirvana shirt. It's the same Dark Side of the Moon Pink Floyd shirt. It's the Led Zeppelin Angel. Black Sabbath in purple. And variations of those things. And the rest is weed and dicks. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. From impressive to poop. Wow. That was fun. Music has gone bye-bye. Oh. Ah, thank God. Congratulations, Hollow Knight. You've passed the area. It was challenging. Some might call it the gauntlet. Only a true Hollow Knight would be able to get through this gauntlet, and you did so. You lived. Here, have this stinky egg that came from a stinky vagina as your reward.
To sta cooking.
A visitor. Why have you crept in here, little grub? Perhaps like me, you have a taste for discovering new things? I am Sheo. In a previous life, I was a nail master. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail. I imagined it was my one calling in life, but that feeling faded over time. Now I seek a new calling, something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. That's why I spend my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation, painting, sculpting. These things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem very moved by what I've said. Was it Sheo the nail master you were looking for? Did you come to learn a nail art? I'll teach you if you insist. Paint the fence. Hold Y to concentrate energy into the nail. Release the button while holding up or down to perform the Great Slash. So this is apparently very good. So, my work, does it move you? The wielding of a nail, the wielding of a brush, these things are not so different. We cut into the world so that we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path forwards, only you can see it. Good luck. The nail art you've learnt, the Cyclone Slash, that was always Mato's favorite. It must have made him ecstatic to have a pupil like you. He always wanted to pass down what he'd learnt to a new generation. He was not the most skilled pupil himself, but his enthusiasm and his kindness set him apart. I'm glad he achieved what he desired for so long, to be a teacher. My brother, Oro, what drove you to hide away deep down at the very edge of that ash-swept grave? Was it pride or fear or shame? Perhaps you should lay down your nail if it haunts you so. Find a new calling that eases your soul. Wasn't that a little intrusive to, like, use the dream nail and, like, read their fucking minds without their consent? Like, what if they're thinking about, like, asses? Oh, that ass. That thorax. Oof, that abdomen. Chunky ass? Am I doing something? Oh. Oh, okay. Without holding up. Oh, I see. Yeah. It seems good. So what's the damage multiplier on this? .5 does 3 hits of damage. People are saying 2.5. I'm gonna trust them. That seems precise, and it seems like they know what they're talking about. Battery for it. This is good. Now I don't have to do Cyclone anymore. Cyclone was not working on many occasions. cannot beat my style. Style. Some people have suggestions, but I think the one I want to do now is the Moth Lady. I've collected a lot of the, dream particulates. I don't think that's what they're called, but it is now. Ah! What's this again? So I need one more of those for more magic. Vessel fragment. No, I figured it was magic, but I just... yeah. He has two. Okay, well, I can't afford the other one. Okay. Ooh! Okay, which stop for moth? Thank you for the reminder, resting ground. I just don't remember. I'd have to probably, you know, go to one, check the map, go to the other, check the map. So thank you for saving me time. Just started playing Darkest Dungeon. Any new tips? Any tips? Yeah. Just, get an ambulance ready. Your dream nail holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen that great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. But as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. There, the door is opening and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there and you may hear the utterings of bugs long gone. Long gone, non-infinity opens the door. Never mind. So you've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though, tending these graves and guiding the wielder. All penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts, and return with 500 essence to keep up your tireless work. Another pale ore. Oh, that's an upgrade. I have 2 now. I have 500? Let's see. 500! You're a master in the making. Well done, well done. I have a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories, this charm will bring you and the dream nail closer together. Still, the secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it in return once you've collected 700 essence. More gifts await you. Transient charm created for those who wield the dream nail. Collect essence. Allows the bearer to charge the dream nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect, and you may remain, but raise your nail, and you'll contend with me. I assure you, Wanderer, my nail is sharp, and I'll not hold back. Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty. Once I sold them, I can go home. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I have found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. Do you think dark thoughts, little one? When hidden behind a visage as impressive as your own, I find it hard to tell. I made a promise.
But promises are meant to be broken.
I used to help others. They were brought to me, sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. What a gloomy thought. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air of this place seems to keep it at bay. My appearance shouldn't cause you worry. Here I am truly at peace. Must be boring as fuck to live in eternity bound to a fucking grave. We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. These husks around my neck, they're my precious friends. Always there to keep me company and much better for conversion than the rest of the odd lot around here. Sorry, conversation than the rest of the odd lot around here.
English major.
I thought it was some, like, deep thing. I don't know. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. Stand strong, little warrior. Eat pant, little warrior. I was once obsessed with power, though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Seeking power is a hollow goal. Best to search for other things. Is that what the Hollow Knight means? Be not hollow. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than legends may suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd only require 1 to cut you down. Aren't my nails the most wonderful things? Their gleaming blades so sharp and deadly. Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me. Are you a higher being or just another lowly grub? I don't even know, really. Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though, to have it made it here. You've obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. You're very impressive for such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, even though I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. Don't fear my rotting form, though my body sheds and changes my core. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. Fucking lobster. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force, such a simple mantra, and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I suggest you follow my example. Remember, tiny bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes. Don't judge me by appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and tendency to go berserk in battle. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway. Hark, fellow adventurer. Hark! Fellow adventurer, you gotta say hark like that. Are you headed out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long, I fear I'd lose my head. I'm envious of you facing this world without fear. I could stand to learn from your approach. Watch out. I have an acidic touch and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Don't get too close. I wouldn't wish to cause any harm. There's so many of them. I'll see you soon, she said. Though that was a long time ago. I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. Ah, a wanderer. I've been many places and have done many great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hollow Nest, and I suspect now they're far more dangerous than in my journeys, though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck. It's a vast world out there. You find it strange to see a moth wielding a weapon. We are a passive species, though I am not the only one amongst us to take up arms. Another braved the edges of this world, hoping to uncover a truth long forgotten. I wonder what became of him. See, Metroid Prime 2 and Hollow Knight have this in common. Moths. Which one am I supposed to nail, by the way? I came from far away to reach this place. Though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bug, the same to you. None of them? Okay. You too are a warrior. I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise. The moth statue in the waterfall room? Okay. No, I've made up my mind. I'm not going to destroy their souls. I can't do anything in here, so... Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy shit. There's people in chat who have never seen that before, that have played this game. You who pry into even the most hidden of dreams, take heed. Recorded within this shrine are utterings from another world. Though the words may seem strange, remember they come from minds different to ours, the minds of a group united in mysterious cause. To believe or disbelieve, the choice is yours. Michael Clemmer, philosopher. Matthew Gooley, 1, 2, 3, go. These are the developers. Berserker, the hero. A hero is someone that does more than just help others in need. A true hero helps others in nut. The loved ones of Atra. This is Kickstarter backers? Oh, okay. I mean, this is cool. I'm obviously not going to be... This is a good way to implement the backers. Where it doesn't feel intrusive, and if people want to find their statue, they can. It's a really, really nice idea. Oh, Shovel Knight did a good job with it too, yeah. The other backers are actually the ghosts. And the ghost bosses. Oh, fuck. So that's it, right? There's not really anything else I can do in there. Some say if you kill a backer in Hollow Knight, you kill them in real life too. Looks like I have to do the tree thing again. Yeah, I was wondering about this. I thought it was a cool lore room. It didn't occur to me that they were, like, designed by backers, but again, it's a really cool reward. Also deepening the plot a bit. Or the world. Without taking you out of it. I understand why people shit on Kickstarter games. I get it. Crowdfunding has problems, and there have been a lot of disappointments so far. But this definitely isn't one of them. And I feel like Bloodstained is gonna be a pretty good game too. It may not be like a life-changing, like genre-defining thing, but I believe Bloodstained is gonna be pretty damn good based on that demo I played. Oh yeah, Hat in Time. Hat in Time is amazing. FTL, Chivalry, Shovel Knight, Hollow Knight, Undertale, Freedom Planet, etc, etc, etc. The list goes on and on and on. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely good stuff that can come out of crowdfunding. I get why people are skittish about it, though, because you're giving the developer your money before you buy the game. You don't know what you're getting yourself into sometimes, and then some people just kind of, like, it falls apart. Sometimes there's scams where they take the money and run. The distrust is not for no reason. Especially after Mighty Number 9. I mean, that is the most... I think that's the most prominent example of... This is supposed to be really good. Someone says, listing off successes is just survivorship bias, though. I don't know what you're talking about. But that's what someone listed in chat, and those are good games, and they were crowdfunded. I'm just trying to raise a point that... While I understand... I mean, sure, you know, you're right. You could list the successes and say, oh, then it's fine. But I think really... You know, there's good and bad, there's risks. Like, you know, spend your money wisely. Don't fucking, back something blindly without doing your research on the devs. And even if you do your research on the devs, you might still end up losing that money to a shitty game. There's a soul statue in that room? Okay. So, wait, what would you say the percentage is? Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you back a game that looks... like, totally fucking incompetent. Someone says 5% at best. Yeah, I want to get in that tomb, but I don't have the soul for it. There's one to the right. Okay, somehow I did not see the statue. Statue is above the tomb, okay. I think you gotta be really careful about what you back. Like, Yooka-Laylee seemed like a sure hit, and I don't think I've said this before, and people give me shit for it. I'm not gonna sit here and defend Yooka-Laylee, because I don't have to. I didn't make it. I have nothing to do with that game. I don't care. If it's shit, sure. It was mediocre, or slightly above average. And if people were expecting this thing to be like Banjo-Tooie or Banjo-Kazooie, you know, in a way that, like, was gonna make everybody, like, nut. That sucks. You know, I wanted that. I wanted, like, Nut Kazooie. And it didn't happen. But I think there's other reasons why people don't like Yooka-Laylee. You know, I think there's non-gameplay related reasons. And there's a whole other layer in there, too. And it's also, you know, people get the schadenfreude. They like that. There's a level of schadenfreude to see something fail that raised so much money. It's like, ah, yeah, fuck you. So it's complicated. Because I played the game, I didn't back it, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I also feel like they could do better next time, if they try again. Hang on, before I do that, I want to get the grubs, because there's some grub friends down here somewhere. So, yeah, you know what? I will say that a lot of Kickstarter stuff is shit, but you gotta be real fucking careful, especially now. I think the learning... Whoa. I think the honeymoon period for kickstarting games is a little bit over now, right? So, hopefully people have wisened up and have decided to, like, not blindly back everything that looks like it could, like, you could relive your childhood with. Which means that if devs really want to get some extra cash to fund their game, they probably have to do a lot more work early on. Did I get this? I wasn't reading, I'm sorry. I was looking at chat and I was talking out of my butt. It's the top row. Oh, it's this one, the Soul Eaters. Okay, Forgotten Shaman artifact used to draw soul from still living creatures. Greatly increases the amount of soul gain when striking an enemy with the nail. That's a very expensive one, but it sounds very interesting. I can see that. Well, I mean, that's just a gameplay modifier at that point. I mean, most of these are, but that one's an extreme gameplay modifier because you can't do a whole lot else with it. Oh, there's more? Holy fuck. Holy fuck! I just have to, like, destroy every wall. So, there's the Binding of Isaac card game that Ed is showing off, and it looks like a fairly complete package already. Dream nail the dude, right. If they have a journal, you're supposed to dream nail. Right, okay. So dark. Okay. Well, there you go, I did it. worth it for the lore, huh, chat? Fuck. I am really good at hitting those spikes. You know what else I'm really good at? Losing my air conditioning remote. That thing just gets swallowed by the couch, by whatever. You have a remote control for air conditioning. No, it's like, it's, you press the button and it turns it on and off. It's just a little remote control. That's what I mean. I mean, it's nice. It's totally not necessary, but I could turn it on and off from here, which is really cool, but I tend to lose it very frequently. I'm really good at losing things. So, I think the Binding of Isaac card game looks pretty cool. I'm not really into card games. You know, I like the games that Ed makes. But there's a fairly comprehensive plan, and like, you kind of... Wow. You kind of see what you're getting, because it is detailed, so... It feels like it's detailed very, comprehensively on the page. And you know exactly what you're getting. So if it's not something you're into, you don't spend more than like a couple bucks on it. Or you spend no bucks on it and get it when it comes out. That, to me, is what Kickstarter should be. It shouldn't be just a couple pieces of concept art. And like, here's what we want to do. We want to make a game where you could plant a tree 100 years in the past and have it grow into a tree. That's fucking Peter Molyneux. So you know, again, I think it's a cool idea to have people help fund games, especially if they're not getting any money from studios. And they could be a talented, like this team right here. It would suck if we never got Hollow Knight. But yeah, there's gotta be a level of, like, people need to really be discerning before they start throwing their money at something that might be complete garbage. I'm just trying to, like, think my way through this, you know what I mean? Like, as I speak, I also try to figure out, like, okay, how do I feel about this topic? How do I feel about Kickstarters? True story, I've never backed a Kickstarter. What about Bloodstained? Oh, no, that was different. They came to me. Bloodstained... The devs, or Fangamer, or whoever it was like, hey, do you want to be involved in this? Like, you know, we'll put a Vinesauce item in the game and have, like, a Vinesauce clan tag. And I'm like... At first I said no. At first I said no, and then I looked into it. I was like, well, what do I have to do? And they were like, well, nothing. You just stream the game when it comes out if you want. I'm like, if I want? Okay. Yes, I want to do this. I get to be involved with an Igarashi game to some extent. I backed it with influence. Well, barely, because I got on board. I was the last one to get on board. But still, no, you're right. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some of that in there. But, you know, I mean, I've also been asked to do a lot of different things. It's just... That's something I gel with. I like Metroidvanias, I like Igarashi. That seemed like the perfect thing to do. Thank you, Vinny, for edging sadistic side of chat. Oh, you're welcome. Happy. Happy to bring the cynics out. Vinny, how much do I need to persuade you to be an influencer for me? Your soul? I'll need your soul. Also, you have to be Hideo Kojima, Igarashi, Miyamoto, or one of those guys. And you gotta put a weapon with a Vinesauce theme in your video game. I don't take checks. I repeat this often, but considering people are so distrustful, and for good reason, mostly, I feel like I should probably repeat it one more time. Okay. So here's my policy. I don't take money to play video games. I've been offered thousands of dollars. I'm not trying to be Mr. Altruist here, but I have a reason for this. I don't take money. It's on my contact page. I say, any developers or whoever publishers want me to play their game, I don't do sponsored deals. That's it. Period. I just don't do them, and I won't do them. I will take a key for a video game for free, only if I'm allowed to shit-talk the game if it sucks. I did that with one developer, and they cut ties with me. I said the game didn't have a good launch, and they stopped sending me games. So, that's my policy. And the reason I have that is because I want people to believe me. First of all, I'm doing fine. I don't need more money. I'm doing okay. I don't need to, like, take sponsorships. But I also want people to believe me when I stream like an E3 and I'm like, wow, this game looks pretty good, or no, this game looks like complete shit. With some people that take, like, brand deals in that sense, you just don't know whether or not to believe them. And, I don't like that. I don't want to be that. So, yeah, distrust is easy to come by when that happens, and I really... Well, I wouldn't feel very good about that now, would I? Oh, another thing, too. If you want to check... like, if a streamer or a YouTuber has ever taken money for a video game, they 100% have to disclose that they've done so legally in the liner notes of the video, otherwise they could get into some serious trouble. So just look in the notes, or listen for the streamer to say it's a sponsored video. So, I think you can get sued pretty fucking hard if you don't disclose that information. What a calm place. It's action I want, vicious and deadly battle. This serenity is a bore. So peaceful. So dull. That place calls to me. Somewhere beyond this lake, perhaps? This is a very nice and peaceful location. Oh, by the way, this stream is sponsored by Mountain Dew! Eat your own cock! Eat your own cock! That's our logo at Mountain Dew! Also, me even saying that, here's another thing I've learned. You saying that you're being sponsored by, like, Taco Bell, when you're really not, is equally, like, fucked up, and you can get in a lot of trouble for that, too. So, let's say, like, V-Dub saying he's sponsored by Mountain Dew, when he's really not. V-Dub could get himself into a lot of trouble by doing that. Say you're sponsored by Mountain Don't. Okay. If there's ever another V-Dub stream, I'll be sure to have someone get him a logo that says Mountain Don't. So here we are. It's infected. I need 3 more charms, then I can buy this for 14. So, that probably won't happen for a little while. Jesus. $2,000 geo for the nail upgrade. Oh, right. I have the pale ore, I just don't have the geo. I saved a couple grubs, and I'm kind of in the area-ish. Also, I don't know how this place got infected, or what I could do to make it less infected, but that would be a potential goal. You can sell your stuff in a shop in the City of Tears. Okay, I haven't seen that shop yet, but I'd like to get there. You were in front of it last stream and you just ignored it completely. That sounds about right. Doesn't that heartbeat mean that there's a rancid egg nearby? Figure out where it could be. Sometimes, but not there. Oh, that's just the, like, the postulating orange juice? Okay. So it's by the waterway, so it's all the way down there. Okay. Vin, what's your first game played of all time? Probably Super Mario Brothers. That's the earliest memory I have of video games, and actually, come to think of it, that might be one of my earliest memories, period. Yeah, it was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Those two together in particular, yeah. I also remember what I thought was a Mr. Magoo game, and I was trying to find what the fuck this Mr. Magoo game was forever, and I didn't have it, because my cousin got me my NES. And I had Mario, I had, you know, Zelda. There was a couple things I had. But it was also kind of his NES, too. So, like, he would come over and play it. But I remember this Mr. Magoo game very vividly, and for years I thought, well, where is it? How come I don't have it? Whose was it? Where did it come from? Why is there no Mr. Magoo game on the NES? And then I realized it was fucking Gyromite. And I guess he just borrowed it from someone, and we played it like twice. Past it again? Okay. Do you still own all of your old games? I sold some of them so I could buy other games. I regret a lot of the games I sold. But a lot of them were just like N64 and GameCube games that I had not played. Like I think I sold one of my James Bond games. I regret selling the games because GameStop is basically trash stop when it comes to how much they give you. But I still have my Zelda, Mario, Metroid combos. I have Mega Man. I have, yeah, most of my NES games that I grew up with, I still have, sure.
Son? Gian.
Aye. Come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. Still, I imagine you come across many interesting items in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'll offer a fair trade for each.
Bellamy Arctret.
Oh wow, these things sell fucking great. An icon of Hollownest's king, who is revered as both a god and a ruler, made in mysterious white material. These are rare and very valuable. If you sell this to me, I'll pay a good price.
Bellamy Arctret.
King's idol, eh? Hollownest's king was an elusive figure, deified by the citizens. The king rarely seen, worship was offered through these idols. There's an expert craft of them. Few alive could match the skill.
Bellamy Arctret.
King's idol. If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personal symbol of the king's omnipotence. 3 a.m. pronunciation of omnipotence is a good one. So look at this. You're buying lore as well. You sell items, but you buy lore. Have you visited the remnants of his palace? It's down below the city, in the bedrock of the kingdom. Must have been an impressive sight in its time. Now there's nothing left. Strange thing, though. There's no signs of conflict around the area. It's as though the whole place just vanished.
Oh, pal.
I've often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing, gleaming figure in a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment in the imagery, though. A ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. It'd do no good to appear a common bug.
Bellamy Arctret. Gachael Liasoke.
Hollownest seal, eh? Very interesting this. Did you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hollownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time. It'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities.
Oh, pal.
Another Hollownest seal, pass it over. I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned of each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on an aesthetic merit.
Bellamy Arctret.
Your bug has no tail. I'm not gonna sell all of them.
Warasun Gian.
Do you have anything else for me? If not, get your damp little self out of my
Bellamy
home.
Arctret. Bellamy Arctret.
Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance depicting a large knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great 5. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long been shut tight, and it's too much hassle taking the long way round with all those blasted husks about.
Bellamy Arctret.
I'm rich, bitch!
Okay, so we're gonna do nail. I can probably buy everything in Dirtmouth, and then I can also get the upgrade. You need 3 ore? I think I'm good. Oh, the bank quest too, yeah.
Ah,
Now you've returned. I see you have some pale ore, rare, fine metal. That give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. As you wish. I'll get to work then. Here we are. The reforging is complete. I've modified the nail to spiral form. Very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go now. Cut your way forward. Oh yeah. Well, it's a spiral. So it's just a screw now? The next upgrade trivializes the game, so I've heard. It seems like you have to do a lot of fucking exploring to get the materials for it, though. Velmy Artrid. Pure nail is absolutely needed, my man. Okay. Listen, depending on how many things I decide to do in this game, I'm not sure how much of the game I'm gonna end up doing. Like, am I gonna 100% the game? Probably not. Do I want to see as much of it as possible? Yes. If that ends up with me getting the pale ore, then, you know, yeah, I'll do it. The true ending isn't too demanding, then that's probably what I'd like to do. A second. Vinny, do you have any pets times 10? This happens like once a week. Yo, this nail's pretty damn good. I remember them taking a lot of hits. Yeah, Vinny, do you like tartar sauce? it's a tartar sauce situation again. I don't think I want to continue explaining that it is a little annoying for the streamer. It's just... it's not a good look when all you know of someone's chat name is that they typed the same question 10 times in a row. And I can click on the name and I can see the chat logs, and it's just... it's like you could just scroll through it, and it's just the same copy-paste question over and over and over again. Vinny will remember that. Vinny, serious question. Any chance you'll play another SNES or NES game from your childhood on stream? I've considered a Kid Icarus stream, but that game is brutal. I've considered an original Metroid stream, but that game is also kind of brutal. Well, not as much as Kid Icarus. Early on, it can be a little rough, but later on it gets a bit easier. Yeah, I mean, there's always stuff that I would like to revisit from my childhood. I'd have to be in the right mood and figure out the right game, but sure. Zero Mission I streamed fairly recently. So, okay. Cool. So, I'm gonna give you a tip. Before I do that, though, should I do the bank thing now? Okay, let's do it. I think I still have a simple key. Or wait a minute, I needed one. I know I got it and I used it, but there's no more simple keys available. Anyway. What was I saying about stuff? There was a thing that I was saying a minute ago. It was oh well, I don't remember. Maybe I'd stream something from my childhood. Again. Even though I've done most of the stuff. Oh, I was gonna give you a tip. If you want to know if I've streamed a game before. Okay, so, I get game requests a lot, and I don't respond to them. However, there are times when I get a game request for a game I've streamed already. If you want to know if I've streamed something, just go to YouTube and type Vinesauce and then game name, and it should all be there on the Full Sauce channel. There's like an archive of everything I've streamed in the past, like, 4 years. So, some of it I've streamed before that, but if you want to see streams, or if you want to know if I've streamed something and you don't want to ask me specifically to save me a moment of my life, then you can type in on, you know, in YouTube and you'll find it. So, all of it? Your City Folk playthrough doesn't pop up because that was before I started recording stuff for Full Sauce. Just 25. $2,500, okay. People are saying $2,550. I don't want to take any chances, so we'll do $2,550. Goodbye then. Stay safe. Such a nice old lady. Jump above tall bug. Okay, I'll try to remember to do that after this. You need to sit at a bench first. Okay, never mind then. I'll go sit at a bench first. Still haven't done a bunch of this area. Please, not food. Jeez. Delicious. This little creature looks tasty. I wonder, should I eat it? The others around here were awfully bland. Did you eat that dude? Such a nice old lady. Such a nice old lady. I don't know where this bitch is, but I'm gonna find it. Stole all my money. Yes, binch. Like Grinch? That's exactly what I said, yes. Some of my money back. So we're not going that way. Someone said, did Vinny just kickstart Mighty Number 9? I did. That was 2550 Geo. The game was never delivered. Fucking gobshite. Okay, there's something about... I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be going to find my money and to find that nice old lady who's making, who right now is developing Mighty Number 9. I just can't seem to avoid that. Still gonna go up here a little bit and see what the fuck this place is all about. Someone mentioned Dung Beetle area, so I want to go there again. That is insane. Surprised I never got a map for this place. Alright. Well, I spoke too soon. Oh, fuck. Wow, that's really loud. Never mind the map. Never mind this whole place. Okay, there we go. I don't fuck with big jellies anymore. I learned my lesson a couple times. Okay, so the Dung Beetle station. Where was that? A hidden station? Where was the poop? That was below the city? A lot of me going through the same area. Yeah, it's exactly. This is just part of the genre. I mean, wait until you see what we have to do in Metroid Prime 2. So, a little bit later in the game, like pretty much, actually, almost exactly where I'm at now, you have to find these objects from all over the world, so you have to do all kinds of backtracking. And basically it's a fetch quest. It's a giant fetch quest throughout the world, so I'm gonna have to revisit almost every area I've been to a couple times. Endgame scavenger hunt. Which, I get it. But maybe it could be like kind of scaled back a bit. Like, okay, how's this for a scavenger hunt? There are 10 items hidden throughout the world. You need 6 of them. Go have fun. Go find them. Like Prime 3? Wait, did Prime 3 do that? Oh, okay. I don't remember. See, Prime 3 was, you know, good. It did some things right. It did most things right. It just did a couple things not so great. Some people enjoy getting lost in Metroidvanias. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Especially when you have a game that has atmosphere like this, and you have something that has a world that you might want to get lost in. I can totally understand people wanting to spend time in that world. In my case, I'm not too big on the fetch quest idea. The utility of a fetch quest makes sense to me, which is now that you have all these new abilities, this fetch quest will take you on a tour of the world, a magical mystery tour of the world, and you get to see all the locations that you missed because you didn't have the right upgrades. That's fine. Favorite game of all time? Well, I'd say for a lot of people there's an obvious answer, because I talk about it all the time. It's Chrono Trigger. I get that question all the time, but there's always new people here, and like I say frequently, I am a broken record on stream. One, because I run out of stuff to say. Because I'm just live a lot. Two, because there's always new people. And they may not know the answer to the question. They may not... they may not want to look into it. They just want to see if they could get the answer real quick. And then the other reason is, three, my memory is bad, so sometimes I accidentally talk about stuff that I talked about previously, having forgotten that I've talked about it already. Motherfuckers. Did Vinny voice act those guys? Maybe. Maybe they just took samples from my stream. It's cheap. Cheap voice acting. Oh my god. Right. I remember seeing this room from the other perspective. I swear English is a language I know, and is my first language. I'm a major? No, I'm a corporal. I'm an English corporal, thank you. I'm an English lieutenant. Colonel. But Colonel, why is it spelled C-O-L-O-N-E-L? It's pronounced Colonel, K-E-R-N-A-L. I don't get it. Well, Snake, that's why you're never gonna be an English major. You're always gonna be an English corporal. You want the truth, Snake? You can't handle the truth! La-le-lu-le-lo. La-le-lu-le-lo. Isn't that just the worst? Isn't that just the worst joke you've ever heard in your life? Only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the grove beyond. Wharf. Oh, and just in case you were expecting to go a full stream without it, eat up the grill. Drink it up. Hey, oh, okay, I thought this was gonna be the person that stole my shit. Ah, what a surprise. It's not often I receive visitors. It's been so long, ages even. I hope my manners haven't left me. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess I'm renowned amongst the upper caste of Hollow Nest. Well, I was, once, until those cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside, their bodies shambling around all mindless and empty, and I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. I'm just so happy. Fate can be a wonderful thing. Isn't life just wonderful? No doubt this one will meet its demise at the nails of the city's guards. I'll outlive you two, little grub, just as I did all the others. Dudes take fucking forever to kill. There's a whole new part of the city. This is definitely not where the dung is. This is the rich part of the city. What the hell happened to this place? You so want to go to the stag station? Well, you so need to go through the hollow core. You know what my favorite voice that Jar Jar does is when he goes, "Ah!" When he does that. Someone said, why did you wake me up? Why did you fall asleep during my stream? How rude! Because it's 3 a.m. Alright. That's a fair cop, but I blame society. Little one, we stand in the King's Station, named of course for the King of Hollow Nest, he who ordered the building of the stagways and stations. The king never rode the stagways himself, but I've heard he was a glorious bug to behold, bright, radiant visage. So much so, it hurt to look at him. I'm just gonna save here and stop. I could honestly keep going. This game is absorbing, but I'm good. Now for Octo? Yeah, nope. Nope, nope, nope. It's time to go. Now, just in case... I don't know why I feel like I have to do this, but... I think this is Bloodborne instinct. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of stuff. Okay, so next time I play this, I have to keep in mind, I gotta get my money back from the nice old lady. Very nice old lady. And then I have to get, the dung beetle area. There's something down there. Then, I have to do more exploration of this new area because it's cool. So those are my short-term goals for Hollow Knight. We are gonna go through the Buru. Wow. Wow, Boss Nass saying Buru. Buru is really good. Okay. We're never gonna do that voice again, and we're gonna do art